Bore da, good morning. Today we're heading up Cwm Eigiau. There's been a snowfall overnight, so it should be utterly beautiful. You can probably hear it if you can't see it. There's a helicopter been circling above Pen Eigiau. Wonderful name. Pen Eigiau translates to the slippery head of the witch. Amazing here this morning. One thing I'm noticing is how much more definition there is when you're actually looking at the rocks because of the snow. It's still circling in the same area. Let's hope it's an exercise and not an actual rescue going on. If you're not familiar with Eigiau, the construction of the dam started in 1911, but one of the original contractors subsequently pulled out because of worries to do with safety of the design, etc., and that corners were being cut. And indeed, in 1925, part of the dam burst and flooded the village of Dolgarrog, tragically resulting in the deaths of 16 people that night in November 1925. The death toll would have been much higher if it wasn't for the fact that many of the villagers had gone to a nearby village to watch a film at a mobile cinema. You can make out the breaches in the dam wall, one of which is the original breach, and the other one is man-made to stop the lake from filling up. I'm starting to wonder whether this is an exercise or not, because they have done several sweeps of the valley here, as well as the time that they spent earlier above Pen Eigiau. So let's hope that there isn't anybody stranded or injured in the area here. Echo from the helicopter is tremendous at this point. It's not an echo, it's actually one that looks as if it's coming into land. It's coming down very, very low. There's one gone by. See it centre screen? It's hovering very close to the ground near Cwm Cottage that you can just see on the left of the picture. And the helicopter, one of them, is just hovering above the ground there. And the other one is returning up the valley. That's the second helicopter that's coming into land at a point between the dam and the lake. Very mysterious. First helicopter has landed by Cwm Cottage. I think it must be an exercise. Nobody actually came out to the helicopter. And the second one is still just down by the lake. That's a good view of Eigiau Lake here. Obviously it would have been much, much larger than this at the time that the dam broke. This is Cwm Cottage. I don't know whether it's still used for the same purpose as what I remember years ago, but they would be using this as a place to have their tea and their picnics during the day when they were collecting sheep off the mountain, the big mountain gathering days. And events like shearing and so on. They may well be still using it for that purpose. Cwm Eigiau Cottage, And down on the valley floor you can make out the sheep collecting pens, which are quite obviously still in use because they've been kept in a very good condition there. Originally a farmhouse up in this cwm, up in this valley, thought to date back to medieval times. For the past 50 years it's been looked after by the Rugby Mountaineering Club, but they do let it out to other mountaineering clubs as well as individuals. But at the minute, because of COVID, they're only letting it out to household bubbles or just individuals. Strange how we get used to this new terminology, isn't it? Bubbles. We wouldn't have thought about bubbles 18 months ago. Got to the point where the cwm really opens out. Pen Llithrig, the slippery head of the witch. Pen yr Helgi Ddu, which means the head or the hill of the black hound. Then we've got Craig yr Ysfa, which you could translate to the rocks of longing, or the rock of longing. And then beyond that you have Carned Llywelyn. I think I'm going to need to do another trip up here to tell you all about these quarry buildings. Oh, just look at that sunshine coming out the top of Craig yr Ysfa there. I think this is as good a spot as any for a panad stop. Panad cuppa. Iechyd da. Good health to you. On my way back down now from this wonderful Cwm Eigiau. Sun started to come out, so the layers have started to come off. So I'll say goodbye here. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the views. You can probably tell by how red I am that I've run most of the way back. Fantastic. I know it's not all the way down on the way back. Whew. Well, at this rate, hey, I've come up with a new saying. At this rate, I'll be as fit as a fiddler's flea. See you next time.